What's up, guys? We are so back. In today's video, my brother and I are going to be predicting the entire World Cup 2026. To predict the entire tournament, we're going to be using 8 categories: winner, second place, top scorer, top assister, player of the tournament, young player of the tournament, underdog, and underperformer. I'll also be asking ChatGPT and Gemini for their predictions to see if ball knowledge can beat AI. Make sure to stay tuned for the end of the World Cup to see our reactions to our predictions that we make today. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Yo, what are you doing?
We're starting now. Okay, you're up.
Alright, guys, so this is my brother here. Say hi, Matthew.
Hi, guys.
So, we have our predictions right here, so we're just going to go through them category by category. So, let's start with the winner. I think it's going to be Spain.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be Spain, too.
Yeah, I just think, opposed to, France, France obviously has, a lot of great attackers, but I think Spain's, midfield and their just, squad depth will probably carry them farther and ultimately help them end up winning it.
Yeah, and they have Lamine, too, and he's... I'm predicting, as you're going to see, that he's going to have a really breakout tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, we're Lamine Kaiser's here.
I don't think France is actually, their midfield, they're starting Conte. He's pretty old. I don't know if I really believe in him. And also, I don't know if Dictator Mbappe is going to let the other players shine. I don't know if Dembele can be at Ballon d'Or level when Mbappe is playing in France. So that's why I have doubts about them.
Yeah, there's a lot of conflicting ego on the French team. So for a second category, second place, I have France being in the final with Spain.
I do think... Well, actually, I don't know. But based on the bracket that I did, I had France and Spain meeting in the semis. And I think Portugal is my other finalist. I think the midfield is just unbeatable. Bruno is in excellent form right now. And I think just front to back, they have a really strong squad. And I think Gonzalo Ramos is a bit slept on too.
Yeah, I didn't do a bracket, by the way, so my predictions might not be possible, but just ignore that. So for category 3, top scorer, my pick is obviously going to be Dictator Mbappe. He's been every World Cup previously. He's just been scoring loads of goals. I don't think he's going to stop. I just think that his goals alone won't help them win it this time.
And I have Lamine Yamal. I just don't know, I don't know if Oyarzabal is going to be, the premier goal scorer for Spain, and I think Yamal is capable of being, a playmaker, but he's also, a great goal scorer, too, and like I said, I think we're really going to see him go up a level in this World Cup, and, yeah, about Mbappe, I just don't know, I mean, it's possible, but I just don't think he's, really in the right mental state right now. I don't know if he's that confident, and yeah, there's just a lot going on with him, and yeah, honestly, I just don't really believe in him this year. So
yeah. So for category 4, we have top assister, and I got Lamine Yamal for this one. I just think in La Liga and just a bunch of other tournaments past, he's shown he's great at creating chances, his crosses, his through balls. I just think that could really shine in this tournament, and that he'll just get a lot of assists.
yeah, and I have Bruno here. Prime Bruno 2026. I think he's just at the top of his game right now, and the people he's assisting to, they're not amazing. I'm not gonna lie, but I think in the group stage they'll still be definitely head and shoulders above the other teams. And then when it gets down to it, I could definitely see Bruno getting some assists off of set pieces, or even laying off to Vitinho or Joao Neves to put it in the back of the net, from outside the box. I think he could get some assists that way. And yeah, I just think he's at the top of his game right now. Best playmaker, maybe in the world. So that's why I have my bets on him. I also think Portugal will go pretty far this year.
Yeah, the reason I didn't choose anyone from Portugal was because I just don't think that their like finishing is probably going to be as top tier as like other teams, but it's all opinion. For the fifth category, we have player of the tournament, and I have kind of a controversial decision here, but I chose Pedri, and I think that in this tournament, a good midfield is going to play a really big role. As I said, France doesn't really have the best midfield, and two of my favorites, Portugal and Spain, they have great midfields, and so I just think that Pedri controlling the midfield, controlling the tempo of the game, I think he'll really shine in this tournament, and I just think he'll be voted as the best player.
Yeah, and for me, I put Yamal. Like, I have Spain um, winning everything, and usually this will just go to like the best player, like the talisman player in Spain, and that could definitely be Pedri. But honestly, Yamal is going to be the one scoring the goals and getting all the glory. And then I also think, yeah, just like when it comes down to it, that's what like the media really values a lot too. And like I said, I think he's gonna have a breakout tournament, or he's already kind of broken out, but he's gonna even go higher and be more recognized than he has been. I'm thinking of like Barcelona versus Inter, that one game. I think that's sort of the level we're gonna see from Yamal, and Spain's a great team too. So that's why I have Lamine as my player of the tournament.
Okay, so for the sixth category, we have young player of the tournament, and this one is kind of a tap in. I mean, it's the best player under 21 of the tournament. I'm going with Yamal. It's kind of an obvious choice for obvious reasons.
Yeah, and I'm going with Endrick. the next one.
He is not going
Going
with
with
Endrick.
Endrick.
Okay, you know what he means. We'll just move on. For number 7, we have the underdogs, the overperformers. Basically for the last World Cup, that would have been Morocco, making it to the semifinals, I think. So for me, I have Sweden. I just chose this team because they have great attacking output. Gyökeres and Isak, I think they can score a lot of goals, even if their teammates aren't really up to par. But I don't know. I think they could go farther than people will expect.
Yeah, and I'm actually like on the opposite end. I think Sweden are being called underrated, but they're actually overrated. I don't think. Well, actually, I don't know how people are really rating Sweden right now. But yeah, I don't really have trust in Gyökeres. I don't really know anyone else on that Sweden team. So, and Isak's just kind of been like a bum lately. So yeah, and my underdog overperformer is going to be Ecuador. I think this is the last dance for Ener Valencia, cult hero. And yeah, I think he's going to have a good tournament like he always does. You have Caicedo coming in here. He's not in the best form, but I think in this team, he suits them really well. And he's going to have a great tournament. Hincapié just came off of a Champions League final. And, you know, I think he's also an important player here. And yeah, they did really well in qualifying. And I just think Ecuador are going to surprise a lot of people.
All right, and for the final eighth final category is the underperformers, and for me, I kind of chose the obvious pick, Brazil. Their recent games, they haven't really been performing very well. I think Vinny's kind of out of form. I just don't think they really have that flair and that kind of passion and that like I don't think their team is as good as they
No Richarlison.
have. Yeah, I just don't think their team's as good as they've been in the past.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Although I don't know if people actually have like maybe Brazil's too like everyone thinks they're gonna flop, so is that even like a flop when they do? But yeah, Neymar, I don't know. He's pretty old. He got injured again. I don't know about that. Noah Charleston is huge for them. Um, but they do have Endrick, so I think maybe he can carry them. Like legitimately, like he could be an actual breakout player in this tournament. But my underperformer is Germany, and like they've been pretty atrocious in the past World Cup. So I don't know if you can really call this underperforming because they'll do like I think they'll get out of the group stage for sure, especially just looking at their group. But yeah, I think maybe like a round of 16 exit is definitely possible for them, and they definitely should be going farther. I don't know if Verts can like turn the corner and flip the switch just like that. Musiala is kind of coming off injury, and Havertz maybe has shown some stuff recently, but I don't know if like he can really carry a team as the first choice striker at the World Cup. And yeah, I just don't know about Germany. They never seem to perform well in these recent international tournaments. So, although in the Euros they did all right, but yeah, that's why I have Germany here, maybe a round of 16 exit.
So yeah, that's our predictions for the World Cup. Comment if you got the same predictions or if you have any other predictions for us. And yeah, let's head back to see the AI predictions that AI predicted.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, let's go.
Alright guys, we are back in my room. So now we're gonna see what the AI said, what they predicted for World Cup 2026. So let's hop into it. So I asked ChatGPT to predict the World Cup for all the categories we predicted, and here's what they said. So for winner, they said Spain. They said they enter as a favorites thanks to a core of Yamal, Pedri, Rodri, Nico Williams, and Kubarsi, and the balance between their youth and experience is the best in the world. For their runner-up, they have France. So similar to what I said, their ceiling is high, but Spain's midfield control gives them an edge. Kind of what I said. Top scorer Mbappe, kind of obvious. Top assister, they said Lamine. Player of the tournament, they said Lamine as well. Young player of the tournament, obviously Lamine, because I mean, come on, it's definitely not Endrick. Underdog overperformer is Belgium. I wouldn't really call Belgium and I mean, I guess they're an underdog this tournament. But yeah. And then for underperformer England, I could definitely see this. I mean, the squad choice, Tuchel's squad choice was questionable to say the least. And I mean, they kind of always bottle it. I don't think it's ever coming home. He even predicted the semifinals: France versus Argentina, Spain versus Brazil, and wow, it even predicts Lamine Yamal to win the Golden Ball and finish with 4 goals and 6 assists. Very specific, but let's see if ChatGPT is right after. For Gemini, Gemini said the winner is going to be France and the second place is going to be England. I'm not sure how I feel about England being in the final. I just don't think that they're like, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. Top scorer, they said Mbappe. Top assister, they said Lamine Yamal, just because he's really good at assisting. He also said it also said maybe Kevin De Bruyne. I don't know if I mean he's really old now. I don't know if he can really create that many chances. Player of the tournament, they said Jude Bellingham. Even though England doesn't win, um, he's still gonna be player of the tournament. I'm not so sure if that's a very good prediction. Young player of the tournament said Lamine Yamal, obviously, and then underperformer or overperformer underdog. They said Colombia, which is I don't know about that one. And then underperformer for the underperformer, they said Brazil, like me. Brazil is just, I mean, they're supposed to be good, but their squad is good. I just don't think they're really gonna, you know, lock in this tournament. So, yeah, those are the AI predictions. And yeah, after the World Cup, we'll do a reaction video on all of our predictions and AI predictions, and we'll see if ball knowledge can actually beat AI or if AI is just going to take over the world. So, thank you for watching and enjoy the World Cup.